Ready for operation. Not the shop. 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 Not the shop.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mac Mall back with another episode of Not the Shop Podcast / Date Night. I am your host with my host.
Miss Kim, Miss K, Kamari, whatever.
Yeah, it's the doctor, the one and only in the building. Yeah, we in here.
OG Bree, the surgeon.
I am your girl Toya, aka Black Barbie, aka 360 in the house.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm the guest panelist, Johnny Billionaire, the boss.
Okay, y'all. So before we get this episode started, make sure y'all like, comment, and share these videos, man. We trying to get up to 10K, man. We almost there. We appreciate the comments. Make sure y'all keep commenting, man. And we really appreciate the watch time. We need y'all to watch the whole entire video. That way it'll get in the algorithm and we'll be moving forward. So with that being said, today I got the question as if I wanted to discuss this, right? So when it pertains to relationships and when they talk about single mothers, right, and broken homes, right? So say if you have a good child's father, right, is that considered a broken home, or how is that looked upon, you think, in a dating market? Is that a plus or a negative? So what I'm saying is this, like a lot of men kind of despise the fact of dating single mothers because of the responsibility that comes with that. But do you think that there's a difference if the woman actually has a good child's father who's active in a child's life, who keeps the child, who takes burden off, so it wouldn't be like a hindering situation to your new relationship? How do you feel about that?
Ask the moms.
You know, I'm gonna say that's gonna vary by person, because when people have healthy relationships with the other parent, their spouse tend to have some type of feeling about that, like you still want them just because you know how to co-parent and be okay with each other. So I guess it just really depends on the person. Some people don't like that type of friendship. You know what I'm saying? They might think that y'all still want each other, but it's healthy parenting.
So you say either way you can't win.
I don't feel like you can win either way.
I feel like, I mean, what do you think?
If he ain't in the house, it's not healthy. That is, like, if he's not there in the house with you, that's right there creates toxicity, because he's not in the house. He has to be in the house. That's what I think is wrong with what's going on right now. We okay this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We okay the fact that he's a great man, he's amazing, but he can't be in the house with me? That's stupid. Y'all got to get this shit together, man. I mean, I can't help everybody.
You speaking from that from that angle though, but do you live with the mother of all of your kids?
I am cool with all my baby mamas.
Not per se
But
being
listen.
cool though, but are you in the household with them?
No, I'm not in the house with none of my baby mamas. But what I'm saying is, it will be way better if I'm in the house.
So does that impact the way that your kids act, or sometimes when you're with the baby, does it make a difference that you're not in the household?
Yeah,
with
it
them?
absolutely makes a difference. Let me give you an example. Okay, she has a bad day.
Who is she?
The baby,
Okay.
the male or female, they have a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they come home. They talk to mama, because mama always there. But mama can't help me with what's going on right now. I really want to talk to my dad. I can't talk to him until I see him.
Why not? You got phones.
It sometimes it don't be that simple.
But see, that's why I say is, so I'm speaking on an active father like myself, right?
Right.
So I see what Kim was saying when she was saying like a man might feel insecure with that, because a lot of people don't really necessarily see healthy co-parents. So are cool with the mother of your kids and
Okay.
y'all got a healthy relationship, y'all not toxic, and y'all co-parenting on a high level, I can see sometimes where a man will be like, man, maybe because I feel like when you have a child by somebody, it's always going to be a certain amount of attachment to that person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whether it be good or bad. But y'all attached together for life. And if he's a good man, and you got to think, sometimes people grow up. And then especially say if she doesn't find nobody, you don't find nobody, but y'all got good co-parenting skills. I feel like deep down inside, she might still,
No,
if I'm dating a woman
No,
like that.
I watched you do that.
Oh,
I watched
damn.
him do this. No, real. I watched him do this. I used to admire it too. I used to be like, man, I wish I could do something like that. Because different strokes for different folks. Like it's like I would call you a exception to the rule.
But
See what I'm
then you
saying?
say you have good relationships with your kid's mother
Right.
too?
Yeah, but not
So
like
what's the
him.
Why
What's
not?
the difference?
Cause
The difference is he was still swinging. That's what the difference is. When you
Got
don't,
you.
when you don't dip back and forth with your BM, you develop that wall where we over with, and this is where we moving forward.
that
no,
what it
stop,
was,
no,
Bubba?
stop telling my business. Ain't nobody supposed to know all that. No, that is not true.
Okay, so
You
answer
was dipping.
so
was it?
answer me this, brother. Why out of the 5 you got, not one of them was qualified for you to be in the same house with them?
Okay.
Tread,
it ain't like that.
easily.
Why I got to be the blame?
I didn't say. I didn't know.
I'm just saying.
I didn't blame you. I said out of the 5 you have,
Mhm.
not now one of them was qualified for you to be in the house with them.
Or worthy
From my
enough.
from my mind from
Yeah,
what?
because I can only ask you why you not there.
No.
Ooh.
Let's not get away from the topic though, because y'all still got to get y'all answers.
Right.
I gave mine.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about these two. And obviously, I guess we want to know what you got to say.
We can go ahead and let the guests speak because Sabrina don't have any kids, and I'm gonna pass on that one.
Digress.
What you think, bro?
Come on.
Well, it's a flexible question because like the brother said, it's different strokes for different folks. I mean, obviously, when the patriarch and the matriarch is in the house with each other, it creates a strong, bond between the child, mother, and the father. But sometimes people grow apart, evolution sets in, and sometimes people just can't come to a common ground with each other. And in the event that happens, it's always a bad situation for the child. But for the men out there that are actually making it work, the fault is always going to be on the parents. Doesn't matter which one it is. If the father can't find common ground with the woman, he needs to try to make that effort. If the woman is being, defensive and argumentative and don't want to deal with them, you as parents, you have to be grown when children are involved. You have to think about the bigger and broader picture other than yourselves and what other bickering matches y'all getting into it with. Because ultimately, the child suffers. I've been a godfather and I've been a stepfather, for a time or two. And I'm not an actual father of my own. But children need both of them in the house. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes relationships are too far gone to recover. The disrespecting went too far. No matter how you want to work it out, it just went too far to the point where y'all nerves hit ground bottom and y'all just can't stomach each other no more. But the only person that suffers in that is the child. It's easy for the parents to move on and go screw with somebody else. But the child is always going to suffer. Mm-hmm. Fathers are extremely important in a family environment. Mm-hmm. And so obviously the mother is. That's the half of a child's soul is the mother. We look to our mother for almost everything. But that father is the structure. That's the strength. And supposed to be the provider. It's not always the case, but in most cases, the father is supposed to be the provider. That's who the woman looks for strength, guidance. If she can't follow your lead, then you're a weak man. You're a weak man if she can't follow you.
But I'm specifically saying like this. There's a healthy co-parenting relationship. So I'm saying the child lives with the mother, obviously, but the father is present and active. So which means I'm gonna use myself for example. I keep my daughter on days I'm off. I go pick her up from school. I help her with her homework. I spend time with her, take her out, which I did for all my kids, but I'm just specifically speaking on my 5-year-old right now. You know, I'm an active father. So, but the only thing I do notice that when the household breaks up is that the child automatically has to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I know I got a good daddy, but I live with my mama. So if it come between these two, no matter how good my daddy is, I got to side with my mama because that's who I live with. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the only separation. But I mean, as far as like when you dating, right? So if you dating a woman and she has kids and you want to take her serious and she has an active, good relationship with her baby's father, do you think that is looked down upon as per se a woman with deadbeat baby daddies?
I mean, listen. This conversation in general can go back and forth forever with different people depending on their perspectives. I mean, in general, everybody got to have their shit together. You know what I mean? The mother has to have her stuff together. The father has to have his together. If they don't, if somebody lacking on whatever part, it's just the structure is going to collapse at some point. But I mean, I'm big on a man has to be a man. I'm just big on that. You know what I mean? So the man is the patriarch and the forefront leader of a family. So by his leadership, a woman is compelled to follow a strong man just by nature.
Not these new ones.
That's just by nature. Even if they rebuttal, they design to follow a strong man.
By nature, they are. But the mouth, like when we talk about these traditional relationships, like I feel, well, I ain't gonna say feel, I think that most women don't know how to handle a real man. Because like I've been in the presence of real women, a real feminine women. They don't go back and forth with men. They don't raise their voice over men. You know, if they have a situation that they don't agree with, they'll address it in private in a feminine manner. They don't do like these women or attack our manhood by, if you raise your voice at me, what do you think you're going to get in response to that? Like, I don't even let a man talk to me like that. So you want me to accept you talking to me any kind of way because you're angry. Like, baby, I'm not no kid. I'm a man. And on top of that, I'm the type of man that most women are looking for. I'm a protector and a provider. So with that being said, you're not going to treat me like no 50-50 nigga. You're going to respect me. If I'm taking care of you and making your life easier, it's the same way when you meet women. You know women that you can get some for free with. You know some that you got to pay some money to. It's levels to this shit. And you got to understand, baby, I'm on a different level. So you can't treat me like you treat these other niggas. It's a certain amount of respect that I require if you want me to take you serious. Now, you can be who you want to be. I'm not trying to argue with that. I'm not trying to change you. But you got to understand, for me to take it there with you, it's a certain level of respect that I require as a man. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you about that.
Yeah, so now I'm listening to my friend, and I'm seeing what he has to adjust with. It's real simple. I know everybody in there like, man, they screaming in the phone right now because it's I see that might be where you might lose it at, and you might get a misunderstanding the ability to adjust because you're so alpha, because I understand it because that's how I am. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm basically saying is when you have these feelings of where you feel like a woman ain't being a woman, it's differences that you have to comprehend on how to deal with that. So I was watching one guy and he would say something like he will feel a certain type of way if he would even see a man arguing with a woman. Right there, he will look at this man different because what real man argues with a woman?
Exactly.
You know
my
what I'm
point.
saying?
But what real woman raises her voice at a man?
Right. But
so you get what you. So what I'm saying is, it has to be a level of respect at the end of the day. And I think these new modern women don't respect men. I think that they want their cake and eat it too.
Okay, right. But so it's like, what you gonna lure yourself to what they be doing? So you gonna act like how they act like, okay, you know better. So you know, okay, this woman don't even know how to treat a man. Goodbye.
Why
know
you
what
think
I'm
I'm single, motherfucker?
You know what
What the fuck?
Exactly. But at the same time though, Mac, even with you being single, it still seems like from how you talk and how anybody would perceive it, it still seems like you're struggling with exactly how to deal with.
Come
Deal
on,
with
butter.
what?
Come on.
'Cause I ain't on y'all
Clark,
side.
come on.
No,
I ain't
hold
never
on,
on y'all
because when
side.
two or more women agree, is always wrong. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. That's why I had to say
No,
what
go
I
ahead.
said.
Speak
I
your
don't
piece.
agree with them. Okay.
No, speak your piece. No,
Did
no,
you
no.
say
Go ahead.
anything? Because I didn't say
We didn't
anything.
say
No,
word.
okay.
Speak
But
your
hold
piece.
on. But what I'm saying is, it seems like how you deal with them, that negative of you, will come out.
What do you mean how I deal with them? I just
Like-
fuck them and leave. I'm not dealing with them.
No,
so what are you talking about?
I'm only. I don't
I'm
know.
treating them as such.
No, listen to
You're
me,
not
Mac.
gonna get far with me acting like a nigga.
No, but listen to me, Mac. I'm not saying that because I wouldn't know. I ain't in the bed with you with them, right? Like I wouldn't know. I'm just only going off of how you're talking.
I'm not getting the point.
How you, Mac?
I'm not.
Okay, let me put it like this. The way you're talking, it seems like you'll argue with a woman, even though you don't.
I got what he said.
You see what I'm saying? Even though you don't.
And
So-
see, and I don't mean to cut you off, but see, this is where the line draws, right? Because when a man stands up for himself, females call him sassy. So this is what I'm saying. If I put you in your place, if you get out of your place as a man, I put you back in your place. I'm handling you exactly how I should,
Now you heard what you just said.
without arguing. I'm simply saying this, baby. You don't talk to me like that.
Right.
I'm a man and you gonna respect me. Am I gonna kid a cat around it? No, I'm not gonna do none of that.
No,
but
but
what I will do is show you the exit to the door.
But hear me
That's
out.
what I would.
Hear me out. Listen to what you just said. Remember, I'm a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what you just said. You said, put you in your place. The first thing she gonna say is, how dare you talk to me like that? Put me in my place, even though it's in your mind.
After she just
see what I'm saying?
disrespected me.
No,
It seemed like you making. It seemed like you turning into a panda bear right now. Because if a woman get out her body around any real man, he gonna put her in a place.
I understood what
so
you
here's the
said.
thing. Here's the thing. Let me clarify this, right? Because we gonna be on the internet. See, you have to realize that nowadays these women don't want to be put in their place. It sounds they take the words and make it seem like he's gonna argue back with me. No, I'm not gonna argue back with you, but I'm gonna tell you, baby, that there's a level of respect that I
arguing
require to be in my presence.
I
That's not
agree.
being sassy. That's telling you who I am.
no, I
and
agree
would
with you.
and I would say any man that allows a woman to disrespect him in any way is the sassy nigga. Any man that don't want to speak up for himself is a sassy ass man.
Listen, I agree with everything you saying, but it's all about the conversation and how you go about it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's why I
Exactly.
simply said, did you hear what I said? I said, if she disrespects me, if you disrespect anybody on this panel, you get what you asked for. If you want to have a conservative conversation with me about something you don't like, then you approach me in the manner
listen.
that you would want me to respond. But you getting loud with me and talking crazy to me as a man, what do you think gonna happen? You think I'm gonna come back and say, well, baby, you don't talk to me like that. I'll be
But
like,
Mac-
no, baby, you got me fucked up. Who you think you're talking to?
Right, but see, there you go, Mac. See, now you will find yourself going back and forth with a woman.
I don't do that. I speak my piece and show them to the door. I don't go back and forth with nobody.
My nigga.
If I may
And
interject,
actually,
I agree.
if I may interject, so listen, gentlemen,
I
I don't think
adjust
either
my
one of
feet.
y'all are saying nothing that's right or wrong. I think the problem with both men and women is accountability in a relationship. So a man,
I agree with that.
A man don't have no business arguing with a woman simply because his actions should check her. If you're being childish in any manner towards somebody that's grown and they continue to act grown, what they're gonna do is show you a mirror effect, which means they're gonna show you how foolish you're acting because you're left alone in your own vices and your foolishness. You ain't got no business going back and forth with nobody.
Facts.
I'm gonna show you who I am through my actions. Another thing about relationship, this is both on men and women part. Because I don't think the problem is women this, women that, women this, or men this, men that. The problem is accountability. When you first meet people, they are almost always gonna show you who they are in the first 6 months to a year. You then have that choice to make the decision whether to deal with that person or to move forward with them, thinking you can move past whatever red flags you saw.
Man, motherfuckers don't last that long with
Just
me.
listen.
So,
Hear me
I-
out. Hear me out.
6 months? That's a stretch.
Hear me out though. Listen.
That's
The
my
thing
problem.
is accountability.
sorry, but-
Okay, when you meet a woman and she's disrespectful, when you talk to her with the utmost respect and she's still being disrespectful, you have the choice then to leave her where she is.
Facts.
Okay, the fact that you are trying to still prolong that relationship, thinking she's gonna move past what she is, regardless of how respectful you are to her, that means the fault is on you. It's no longer her fault, and that's vice versa with women. If she's dealing with a clown dude and he's showing her everything that he is, a player, a pimp, a hustler, a disrespectful guy, and she chooses, you know what, I'm gonna hang on to this dude because I think there's something about, I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever it is that he shows her beyond that point, once he shows her what she is, she signed up for that.
Don't
So,
you know
you
people
gotta
out
take
here like
accountability.
toxic shit? Why
I
do
don't.
you think these women say ain't no good men out here? Because the men that ain't cheating ain't fun.
But you know why?
They
right,
don't
Matt?
like lames.
But
They
you know-
like the men that ain't shit, that go to the club and have sex with all the women, the men that all the women want. They dodge the men that will do right by them.
Right, but
So, and this is everybody, because I like toxic bitches,
Yeah,
but I
but-
just ain't gonna put up with it for too long.
But that's just it shows to what we all see and what's going on is all lustful desires.
For sure.
So a person will deal with somebody like us. We'll deal with it because we want the buns. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah,
And it's the same way with women right now, which I don't think is appropriate. I don't think
But
y'all
they
should be
done
doing
turned
what we
them
be
into
doing.
men.
You know what I'm saying? But they do. And they dealing with men because they like the LD. They like to be held at night. All that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where it's messing up at for me on how
You
I
don't like
think.
the whole women at night?
No, it ain't that I don't like the whole. I'm just saying how they should look at things. You know what I'm saying? We are going to look at things from an intellectual, not intellectual, intimate perspective. You know, we're going to look at that. We are naturally lustful creatures. Women don't supposed to do that. Like I keep saying, but they do. You know what I'm saying? They looking at how we look at things, and that's where I always go wrong. In the same way with men. Men are looking at things from a woman's perspective.
You know why?
Be
Because
a
the
man.
women are okay in this shit. This is what I was talking
I
about when we
agree.
was off
They
camera.
have a lot of
They
power. Y'all
glorify
do for you.
every fucking
Y'all
thing
do.
that's
Y'all have
feminine about a
lot of
man.
power,
You
and
think-
y'all abuse it.
You think men would be wearing tight ass pants if women didn't okay that shit? You think men would be wearing purses if girls didn't okay
Hold
that
on,
shit?
Bree got something to say. What you
Yeah,
got
go
to
ahead.
say, Bree?
Okay, I'm hearing what you say and I'm listening. But the whole conversation is men are putting women in a box. You got 3 women sitting here, but y'all haven't asked us not one question. Y'all went back and forth with this conversation and had not got one perspective from not one woman on this panel.
We
Because
sorry.
now you can't put woman in a box. You saying every woman don't have the same requirement.
We said
So-
most women. We
No,
didn't say
y'all
every
see-
woman.
We
So
said what you.
my
every
thing
week.
is
And
this.
you gonna
Bree.
let her
You
talk?
gonna let me
Hold on,
talk?
hold on,
Let
hold on.
her-
Calm
no, she
down.
was
Just
speaking,
hold
let her
on. Calm
talk,
down.
though.
Calm down.
You just cut
This
off.
is before. No, fuck that.
fine, you finish.
Because every time we have a conversation, y'all always taking it personal. We are speaking in general. Get out of y'all feelings. We
At
are
one
speaking
point-
general.
at
Why
one-
do you every time you say something about a woman, she takes it where I ain't like them? Of course, it's always upset. There are always exceptions to the rule. But you all 3 of y'all, every woman I know, every time we talk in general, you take it personal. We're not talking about you.
Now, at what point did all of us sat here and we didn't say absolutely not one
Well, you
word?
coulda said what you
We
wanted to
let
say
y'all
instead of that
talk,
stupid
and you
shit.
still talking over
Because I
me.
wanted to.
But
Now-
And I'm done.
But hold on.
Go ahead.
Nah, Bree,
You ain't talking
because
about shit.
I really want to get that intellect from you on a good woman. If we could say that, you know what I'm saying?
she like
how
niggas ain't shit
how
neither,
you
so
think
stop capping.
a woman should be thinking? Because you're saying this. This is what you're saying. You saying, well, I don't think like that.
Well, I didn't say a word because I didn't get to finish my sentence because he overtalked the whole fucking thing I said.
Sure did.
Clearly, if
'Cause
you
she
could-
about
if
to
you
start
could-
lying.
See, that you doing it
Because
again.
if she was that good, she would have a
Hey,
man.
I just want to say this.
If you
Everybody
have a
in the
man,
goddamn
then-
comments, y'all see what we got to put up with. So when y'all go up under there and y'all start going viral, and y'all start reacting to all of our shit, trying to put us on there, trying to say that we overtalk him all the time. Prime example right here. He don't even know what the
I
hell
did
I was
that on
gonna
purpose.
say.
You ain't finna
He
say
ain't
shit.
See, he don't know
'Cause
what
you
the hell
would've
I was
said
gonna
it.
There you go.
Say it.
Have a good day.
What you got to say?
Amazing.
Just stop.
Say it.
I'm done. I'm done.
What you got to
but-
say?
I ain't got nothing to say.
But now,
Nothing.
I
Okay.
ain't got nothing to say.
Now
What you
that
have?
we got past that, I
ahead.
really want to get
This is a men's show.
intellect. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not.
We just at the men's show.
That's how y'all feel. I'm sorry, but real talk. What? How would you go about?
I don't have no comment.
No. Okay, Toya.
I don't have no comment.
Okay.
Right. They rather argue than make their point. This is why. That's why I
can't
did
make
what I
a point
did.
because
Because
he
I
keep
know
talking.
them. They full of shit. They just want to talk, bro. That's it.
That's the whole
'Cause
purpose
it-
of us being here to talk.
About
If we
dumb
can't
shit.
talk- if we can't
Because
talk-
when you ask them to say something, they rather argue about why it ain't being said, other than just say what the fuck they want to say. They want to take everything personal.
Every week. This is it right though.
I will say this.
Okay.
I have an open ear for what the women have to say. Again, I will say, and I'm not taking their side or the men's side. I'm just speaking in general. So I think in order us to have a collaborative effort, we do need to hear each other's point of view, and let's respect each other, hear each other's point of view. Again, accountability. No matter what you say about women or what the women say about men, we all have a fault in what we sign up for. So no matter how many fingers we point, there's three always pointing back at us. So there's nobody's fault. I think we need to fix each other before we start embarking on new situations
exactly.
or even dating in general. And just know that when you do start dating and interacting with people, you have to be open-minded and mature enough to accept what comes with that person. You can't go into a relationship trying to change them or morph them into what you want them to be. If you can't respect them enough to deal with them on their level and how they are, and maybe they'll evolve with you from that point on, then just go on and do what you got. Be a player or be a hoe, whatever it is that you want to do. Get out here and sow your royal oats until you are able to be grown enough to deal with people from where they are. You don't know what they've been through and how they held up in spite of what they've been through. So you have to understand that they've been through shit, and maybe you are stronger in one area and they're weaker in the next. Maybe they're strong in this area and you're weaker. But you have to be able to be compatible with that person in order to make it work. Doesn't matter how many children you bring in the world by that person. You just brought children in the world with a problem. So I think as grown, we all grown. I'm knocking on 50. I think the women have something to say. We should respect that. Give them a chance to get on the panel, speak their minds, because I'm obviously interested in what they have to say. I'm interested always in what the guys have to say, because we speak in each other's sentiments. I want to hear what sentiments the girls have to say. But at the end of the day, I think all of us to some point has been Europeanized, and we take on a lot of European practices. I think we've all lost our way as black men and women in this world in general on what our natural culture is and what we're supposed to do to interact with each other. So that's a problem in itself in general. But to start to fix it, I think we need to meet each other on common ground, respect each other's opinion, and see how we can fix it on a collaborative effort, if that makes sense.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Now,
Absolutely.
Why y'all couldn't say that?
Because we can't.
I'm not even going
Look at
to
that.
I'm about to pull your hair.
let it go.
Get up here. Let me put one of them
Why
dry
it's always
ass
got to
curls.
be a man to say stuff like that?
We into it after this.
I'm sorry. Next question.
No, I'm gonna let them talk.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
So what? So
I
like,
actually
yeah.
don't have no comment because I don't.
Right. You see, this is what I'm saying. They make a
You
lot of
didn't have to say
noise and
that.
ain't
I
got
just
shit to
don't
talk
got no
about.
comment.
This is why they can sell the internet, whatever. I know these motherfuckers, and they just be yapping.
Didn't you ask us what we
Y'all
had to say? Didn't
asses
he just say
capping.
he want to hear what we got to say? Why he talking?
Wouldn't even
If he
have a
just
chance.
asked,
Cause
us,
you
we
not
gonna
saying.
have a-
She said literally, I ain't got no comment. Nobody got shit to say when you give them the mic.
No.
He asked her. He didn't ask either one of us.
Amazing.
But you know-
keep talking over us, so we ain't get an opportunity
You ain't
to say
talking
we
shit. I just said I'm gonna let y'all speak.
There we go.
Did
And
she
he's
just
still
not?
talking.
He
And he's
feels
still
attacked,
talking.
y'all.
And he's still talking.
I don't feel
And he's
attacked.
still talking. And he's still
Hey, listen.
talking. And he's still talking. And he's still fucking talking. Shut up.
Somebody gonna make a little
Man,
remix
right.
They gonna
Man,
they gonna
I'm
real,
viral
they
that way.
gonna,
And you
but
still
see,
talking.
check it out, y'all. That's why
Shit.
I think our show is so great. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just telling Toya about it. That's why I think our show is, we are what you call regular folk.
Hold on, butter. Let them talk.
No, we
No,
just
no,
gonna
don't
talk.
say nothing.
Go ahead, butter.
No, just be quiet and let them talk.
Go ahead, bro.
Tell
No,
him,
be quiet.
Tell him to be
Let
quiet,
them talk.
butter.
No.
He's
Go
and
ahead.
he's still talking. And he's still talking.
Right.
But
No,
Said
no,
he's still
butter.
talking.
Stop. Let them talk. Go ahead.
Lion.
Let's hear it.
You gonna overtalk. As soon as I say something, you
Okay.
gonna open your
Now
goddamn mouth.
that ain't
Butter.
gonna Mac. It ain't gonna work because it's just throwing everything off. So we already see that it ain't.
Next
gonna work.
question.
So
No, what your questions? Go
Next
ahead.
question.
We letting y'all talk. Go ahead,
Next-
Kim.
Okay. Matter of
Bree,
fact-
and
matter of fact, that's a good point. Okay.
Next
So
question.
let's give the women the next question.
Yep.
Next question.
Go ahead.
Let's do it like that to throw it back into the morality thing.
Next question.
I know I'm what you looking at me like that for, girl?
I'm just.
We
I'm
just here,
just
bro. We just some
looking.
warm bodies.
I'm saying.
I'm
just
just
a warm
looking.
You see what's going on?
She gave me the eye.
Do you
y'all.
see what's going on, right?
Kim, y'all see Kim give me the eye, y'all.
Hold on. No. We not cracking no motherfucking jokes. This the podcast.
Okay.
Y'all wanted some time to talk. Now fucking talk.
Okay, let's
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Y'all got so much to fucking say it.
Why are you yelling?
Because y'all full of
yelling?
shit.
I thought
All
you-
three
I
of y'all.
thought you don't
This is why I don't
yell.
want to hear shit come out of y'all mouth.
Why are you
Because y'all
yelling?
just be wanting to argue, bro.
Who arguing?
with anybody?
We ain't even saying
Okay,
shit. He
so
doing all
let's
the
go
arguing
to the
himself.
question.
No, let the women ask the
don't
question.
have
Go
no
ahead.
questions.
I don't have no questions.
Do you care?
We just here.
You got a question for
Let's
them?
Yeah,
go.
come on, Kim. Come on, bring it home. Tell me.
I do have a question. What the hell is wrong with you?
You can't
Right.
make this shit up. Not the Shop Podcast. man.
I
Slash
mean-
date night.